Now we're all here, you're joining me on shore. That's in the south of England, UK, and I'm making a bit of a different video today because I've been asked by friends and family when they've seen my videos, they say, that's not what I was expecting you was going to do, and they was expecting me to do something more than the line of social commentary, you know, what Prime Minister said there, what President said there, and it really doesn't matter what they say because that's the matrix story that's been served up for you to observe and make you angry, happy, sad, to kind of well up all sorts of emotions. So over the last few years you would have noticed people behaving in a rather strange manner, and I ask you, well, where did the information they received that adapted the way they were living their lives come from? And I've brought with me today this piece of black obsidian, and it's basically just volcanic glass but polished. It's known as a scrying mirror, and it's what the witches used to use and warlocks to cast spells in, and it rather represents what we're carrying around with us every day in our pockets, and even in the corner of our living rooms and TVs, and not to mention in gyms and pubs. That everywhere you look you will see these scrying mirrors everywhere, and so you've got to ask who's casting the spells and who's broadcasting that out to everyone to cast their spells. And if you find yourself absorbing that information, maybe it might change the way you feel and act towards your fellow man and woman. So what can we do about it? Basically just become aware of it, become aware. But once you have become aware, it's time to move on and know that we are in a shared reality together, and it can be really enjoyed if we all come together and know how to. And I thought I'd come down the tide today just to give you an example of, we incarnate here, and what do we actually know? We know nothing, we get told. So there are some methods that you can use to establish what you can know for sure than what you just put down as knowledge you've received through peers and friends and family and education. And a good example is the tides, because the tides come out here in and out here twice daily, and what's interesting about that is there's a leading theory which ties up with the moon, so correlation causation cannot be proven. So if someone wanted to prove why the tide's coming in and out, I'm afraid they're not going to be able to, because there's nothing they can theorise that it's going to be an independent variable to put through the scientific method. So we have a colloquial theory which we all go along with and all accept because it's easier than just saying, I don't know why the tide's coming out, but I know they do because I observe it twice daily. And that's the thing that humans struggle with, that I don't know. I have no problem with saying I don't know, because I don't know what I don't know because I don't know. So with the tides coming in and out here, and with the scrying mirror in my hand, I can say maybe it's time to look past what society has been serving up to us and just look at the way forward. So if we can come together as groups and individuals and try and figure out the fractal nature of our reality, not just the fractal but the very makeup of reality itself, we might be able to dream a way forward which is going to be better for our children and our children's children and what the Matrix has to offer right now. And I think as these devices become more and more usable amongst our peers, I think it's time to move on to the next stage in our development. So that's why I've not been covering the stuff that people is expecting in my videos, because there's so many channels out there which are doing that, and it's not hard to find them. But if you watch some of this stuff, ask yourself, how do you feel after you receive the information? Do you feel worried? Do you feel sad? Do you feel angry? And whatever you do feel, remember that's because you stared into a scrying mirror, and that has invoked a feeling within your chakra system. Had you not have watched it, would you have been better off in the way you felt about that day? So if you watch a horrible thing in the morning before you go to work, has that affected your day through the whole day? Maybe it's time to not watch it at that particular time and select what you want to watch, rather than just, how can I put it, acquiesce to the nonsense. So this video, I thought I'd just come down the beach and make it for you. Now I'm going to be doing a lot more videos about the way forward, So help me help you by pressing all the buttons that you know you have to press when you watch these YouTube videos to help the content creators become bigger and reach a wider audience. And maybe in a few years' time, all the answers will be known and we will be able to say to our grandchildren, we made a difference, we did that, and I hope you enjoy it. So, hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.